Alrighty guys, we got a lot to break down in this video. You saw the title. We got to go over 5 extremely oversold stocks that in my opinion are setting up pretty nicely, at least as of now when I'm filming this video. But before we even dive into the video, make sure you guys get your free stocks from Moomoo. You can get 10 stocks each up to $2,500 and this is only a limited time here. So use that link down below, deposit at least $100 and boom, you get your stocks. And with that being said, I appreciate you guys as always. Cheers. Let's dive right into the video. And by the way, do your own research as always. These are 5 stocks that I believe are setting up nicely. I'm not telling you to go buy them. These are just 5 that I believe look pretty good based on the charts. So number 1 is Chewy, and this, funny enough, it probably shouldn't be number 1, but it looks decent, but it's not the best looking chart for best looking stock for from the 5 from this video, but it looks pretty decent. What we're noticing here is Chewy has come down a good amount in the past couple of days from $45, $46. Now it's actually under $40 when I'm filming this video. In other words, it is down about 18, 19%, almost in a bear market in just a couple of days. And we're noticing here we're getting consolidation right above the 180 SMA on the 4-hour chart. That's a pretty good sign in the short term if you're a bull. But on top of that, the bad thing if you're a bull is we also have potentially a head and shoulders forming here. We have the left shoulder, the head, the right shoulder, and the neckline of the head and shoulders is right around $40 to about $41 a share. And that's a point that we're under right now. So at this point, guys, Chewy is, and this is kind of why it's not the best looking chart out of the bunch, because it could really go either way. But if it does break out of, let's say, $41, it breaks the neckline to the upside, the head and shoulders goes out the window, and then it might start moving back towards, the mid 40s, maybe even higher from there. So I'm taking a wait and see approach with Chewy, and it looks pretty good. It's oversold, but we gotta be patient with it and set our alerts. And I might as well put one to the bottom side as well here. I might as well set one at maybe $36 mark is at or below. Yeah, we'll do that for now. The next stock here is Airbnb, ticker symbol ABNB, which you guys can see. This, we have an inverse head and shoulders. On Chewy, we had a regular one. Here we have an inverse one. You guys can see left shoulder, head, right shoulder. We're now breaking above the moving averages. We have been in the past couple of days. And on top of that, we have a golden cross. And when I'm filming this video, guys, we're taking the highs out from the end of July, which is good. Those highs were right around 108, 109, 110. When I'm filming this, Airbnb is making a move above $110 a share. And for this, or rather, if this Airbnb inverse head and shoulders completes, this could be going anywhere from 125 towards maybe 130, maybe even higher. You guys can see on top of the inverse head and shoulders, we have a clear move off the bottom of this downwards channel, downtrending channel that Airbnb's been in pretty much all of this year, and even stemming from the last the latter half of last year. This has been moving down, or maybe not the latter half, but November, December of 2021. So Airbnb looks like it is making a move here off these moving averages, starting to reverse. Watch out for it. There could be more upside coming. And mind you, we have earnings coming up in a couple of days here, which could change everything. It could be the cause of the move for Airbnb, kind of like what we saw here with Upwork, which I don't know if this sell-off is going to last on Upwork, but what I do know is with this sell-off, Upwork is now pretty oversold. I mean, it's not screaming oversold like some other stocks we've seen after earnings, but let's be honest, it's more oversold than overbought. So they recently reported earnings, and the ticker on Upwork, if you guys didn't know, is UPWK. They did 4 cents in the red EPS versus the negative 8 cent estimate. So they beat EPS and they beat on revenue, $156.9 million versus $147.8 million estimated. And they see Q3 revenue of $156 to $158 million versus $150.84 million estimated. So this is interesting, right? They double beat They guided up on revenue for Q3, and my nose is freaking itching, guys. Don't think I'm just picking my nose on camera here, guys. I don't know what's going on. Sorry about that. Excuse me, guys. But yeah, the funny thing is they beat EPS, they beat revenue. Q3 revenue guidance is above the estimate. Full year revenue guidance is well above the estimate for Upwork. They guided down a little bit on the next quarter EPS, and the stock took a hit. I mean, look at this. The stock got hit 20% on that day, and now when I'm filming this, it's down again another 3.5%, and I feel like it's a little bit overblown, quite honestly, and we might find buying pressure come in anywhere from $16.50, $17, heck, even here $18, bottom of the channel on the 4-hour chart. But I'm going to give it a couple of days, maybe even a week, to kind of see where the dust settles on Upwork. Maybe if we get consolidation around $17.50, $18, maybe that's where the dust settles, maybe a little bit lower, a little bit higher. I don't know. But all I know is that it's oversold, and I feel like buyers could be coming in here in the short term after a bit of an overblown sell-off after earnings, at least in my opinion. Call me crazy, but that's what I think, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments as always. The next one here is NVIDIA, ticker symbol NVDA. NVIDIA is, although maybe not the most oversold on the RSI, it's still down a ton in the past couple of months. I mean, we've been cut in half since that all-time high pretty much, and now what we're noticing is it's been reversing, right? Golden cross above the moving averages. You know, this thing is, we're getting an inverse head and shoulders. You guys can see that right here. And now recently, well, I guess today when I'm filming, we're slowly peaking above the highs from the end of July, being about $180, $181. We haven't quite yet completely broke out of there, but if NVIDIA is able to take out, let's say 182, I'll set my alert there right now. Mark is at or above $182. If that point is able to break, guys, NVIDIA could complete that right shoulder anywhere from $195 to $200 a share, and this is a great setup. I mean, this one's probably better than Chewy, which is again why maybe Chewy shouldn't have been number one, but the order doesn't matter. At the end of the day, the order does not matter at all. But yeah, I mean, whatever. So NVIDIA is setting up decently, inverse head and shoulders, slowly breaking out. And yeah, I mean, that's why I talk about these stocks on the videos, guys. I mean, because I truly am watching these, and I think the setups are good. I mean, I'm not just going to come on here and talk about some BS stocks. Well, maybe when we talk about our squeeze stocks, you know, the short interest, those are, for the most part, BS stocks. But I talk about those, and I mentioned in the disclaimer that they're you know, they're I don't want to say BS stocks, but they're very risky, right? And for the most part, you guys know the stocks that I talk about here are larger cap, not, well, there's always risk, but maybe not as risky as a penny stock, not nearly as risky, or even the Wall Street bet stocks, not even nearly as risky as those. And you guys know that, but from now and then, time to time, we do sprinkle the fun videos, the fun stocks with, you know, the penny stocks, the Wall Street bet stocks, and so forth. But yeah, keep your eyes on NVIDIA. It's setting up nicely. And the last two, which I guess are Wall Street bet stocks, meme stocks, BS stocks, if you will, which I don't want to call them BS stocks, but you know what I mean, guys. We're having fun here. GameStop and AMC. These are both pretty oversold, in my opinion. GameStop, in and of itself, has come down from $40 to $31. It's down 20% roughly. Now it's slowly reversing, but still, it's still down a lot. AMC is also down from about, let's see here, 1830 to now the mid-14s. It's down 20%. So these are both down a decent amount. They're both in, you know, on the verge of a bear market in just the past week or two, and they're both in an uptrending channel more towards the bottom of it, right? So they're oversold, bottom of the channel. Looks like bulls are holding strong. We're consolidating, at least we have been the past couple of days. I feel like a move is right around the corner on AMC and GameStop. And these setups also look better than Chewy. So out of all these guys, let's rank them. We might as well rank them because I don't know, my mind's working like that right now for some reason. So let's do that now. GameStop and AMC, probably with NVIDIA. Those three are the top 3. Then I'm going to be watching Upwork, but again, we got to be cautious rather with Upwork, not risky, cautious with Upwork because, again, they just reported earnings. The stock has been a falling knife, so give it a couple of days. Let the dust settle. At least that's what I'm doing. Airbnb looks good. That's another one that we could add there, maybe as number 4. But the thing is, with Airbnb, they report earnings in a couple of days. So that's a risk factor that, it increases the risk of the stock, obviously, in the short term. So we got to be, cautious of that. And then I guess Chewy's the last one. But whatever. The order, again, doesn't matter. These are 5, actually 6 extremely oversold stocks that I'm looking at right now. And of course, I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments. As always, guys, if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe, check out my Patreon if you want all my moves in the markets, real-time access, all that good stuff is linked down below. And don't forget to get your 10 free stocks from Moomoo with a $100 deposit and your 6 stocks from Webull with any amount deposited. All those free stocks are linked down below. And with that being said, cheers, guys. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.